So welcome back. Now in this section, we shall try and discuss something about identifying the threats and weaknesses in a business. All right. If you recollect when we were talking about sinking of the Titanic, if you see if the navigating equipment is defective, then it is a threat to the ship. If the crew members are ill trained or if they are not properly trained, if the officer on watch, the person who is keeping a watch, OOW, if he is negligent, then again it is a threat to the ship. If other members of the crew are not performing their job well, again it is a weakness. If there are insufficient lifeboats in a ship, then again it is a weakness of the ship. Now all these are internal threats and weaknesses. They are well within the control of the captain, and the captain is supposed to take care of all these things. But there are certain other things, like there can be icebergs in the sea. The weather could be rough at times. The storms can be unpredictable, unmanageable. Now, these are the external threats. They are beyond the control of the captain. Nevertheless, the captain still remains responsible. You see, whether the threats are internal or external, ultimately it is the captain of the ship or the leader of the organization or the department heads at various levels who are responsible for the disaster of their units or of their business, isn't it? Before the ship sets sail, the captain is supposed to ensure that the crew is well trained, the equipment is well maintained and functional, there are adequate lifeboats. More than that, he should also know what is the route, what is the weather report, what likely hurdles are there to be en route. All these things the captain is supposed to know, isn't it? Similarly, for every business organization, whether it is a big business or a small business, every business has got some internal and external threats and weaknesses. Now, if you are a good leader, then you will be able to manage the crisis resulting from the threats and weaknesses. But if you are a vigilant leader, then you will be able to foresee and interpret the weak signals and threats, and you will be able to prevent the crisis from happening. Try and understand the difference between these two things. Managing the crisis after it has occurred and preventing the crisis altogether from happening. These two are different things. And that is where a vigilant leader differs from a good leader. The beauty of the thing is that if you are a vigilant leader, your organization will not even come to know that a crisis was looming and you have averted that crisis because of your vigilant nature. Just take your thoughts back to the ship. If the ship had safely navigated, bypassing the iceberg, the people sitting in the ship would never have even come to know that they have averted a mishap, isn't it? So now in the next lesson, we shall try and discuss the various internal and external threats which an organization may face. All right.